Hello class, we are learning lesson 8.6 today, and this is multiplication of polynomials. So first we're going to start with multiplication of a polynomial by a monomial. Remember what we have in here is a polynomial with two different terms in this polynomial. Outside of the parentheses, we're going to call a monomial, and that is classified because it has a number in front of the variable raised to a certain exponent. So here we're going to use the distributive rule to solve this. We're going to, let me get my pen. Okay, whoops, let me go back. So let's multiply 3x squared by 2x, and then we're going to multiply 3x squared by 7. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then x squared times x, we apply the product rule. The bases are the same, so we add the exponent. So this is x cubed. 3 times 7 is 21. And then x squared times 1 is just x squared. And this would be our answer. All right, let's apply that to this monomial with 3 terms inside of the polynomial here. So -5 times 3 is -15. X times x squared is x cubed. -5 times -2 is a positive 10. Okay, and then x times x is going to be x squared, because remember, if you don't see an exponent, it is understood that it means x to the first power. So x to the first power plus x to the first power equals x to the second power. Now -5 times +6 is -30. And then we're just going to bring that x down. So this is my answer here. Okay, multiplication of a polynomial by another polynomial. Consider the product, x plus 2 times x plus 5. To find this product, we will use the distributive rule twice. I'm going to rewrite this, x plus 2, x plus 5. So to distribute this, that means I need to multiply this entire this binomial and multiply it by one term on the inside. And then I'll do it again. So I have x plus 2 times x, and then I add x plus 2 times 5. So now I need to distribute this term. So x times x is x squared. X times 2 is positive 2x. And then I'm going to distribute this 5 to the terms inside here, inside this parentheses. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, now I need to bring like terms together. So I only have one x squared, so I'm going to bring this down. My next like terms are 2x and 5x. I add those together to get 7x, and I'm just going to bring down the 10, and my answer is x squared plus 7x plus 10. Example 2, find, in parentheses, 2x squared minus 5x times 3x plus 7. So here we need to distribute. Let me rewrite my problem. Okay, so I'm going to distribute this 2x squared first. Okay, the 2x squared minus 5x first to this first term and then to the second term. So I have 2x squared minus 5x times 3x plus 2x squared minus 5x times 7. So let's distribute this. 3 times 2 is 6, And then x times x squared is x cubed. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. X times x is x squared. And then I add 2 times 7 is 14, and then bring down the x squared. 7 times negative 5 is 35, and bring down the x. Now let's bring our like terms together. I have, this is my only x cubed, so I'm going to bring down 6x cubed. And then I'm going to bring my x squared terms together. Negative 15x squared plus 14x squared is just negative 1x squared. And I don't need to write the 1. And I can just bring down the negative 35x. And this is my answer. Okay, let's do another problem. Find a 3a squared b minus 6ab squared times 2ab minus 5. So we're going to apply the distributive rule. Okay, so I'm going to distribute first this 3a squared b to this term, and then I'm going to distribute the negative 6ab second. So let's do this. 3a squared b times 2ab minus 5 plus a negative 6ab squared times 2ab minus 5. Now let's distribute that. So 3 times 2 is 6. A squared times a is a cubed. That is because of the product rule. You add the exponents. This is 2 plus 1, which is 3. B times b is b squared. And then 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And I'm just going to bring down the variables with the exponents. Okay, so now I need to distribute this side. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. A times a is a squared. B squared times b is b cubed. Negative 6 times negative 5 is positive 30. And then I have nothing else, no other variables, so I'm going to bring these down. Now I need to bring like terms together. So let's see, is there any other a cubed times b squared answers? And there isn't. So I'm going to write this term. Is there any other a squared times b? There isn't. Is there any other a squared times b cubed? And there isn't. And there isn't any of this last term. So you know what? This is my final answer, and I'm just going to box this. Okay, make sure you're careful to double check your answer. Okay, fine. 3x squared plus 2x minus 4 times 5x plus 2. Again, we're going to distribute. 3x squared plus 2x minus 4. Okay, so I have 3 terms now that I'm working with, and I need to distribute this 5x to all 3 of these terms. 5x times 3x squared plus 2x minus 4, and then we're going to add 2 times 3x squared plus 2x minus 4. Okay, make sure you write the signs down correctly. All right, now let's multiply. I have a positive 5 times a positive 3, that's 15, and x times x is x cubed. Okay, 5 times positive 2 is positive 10. X times x is x squared. 5x times negative 4, this is going to be a negative 20x. Now let's work on this side. 2 times 3 is 6x. Well, then 2 times 3x squared, 6x squared. 2 times 2x is plus 4x. And then 2 times a negative 4 is negative 8. I need to bring like terms together. This is my only x cubed, so let me rewrite this. 15x cubed. I need to bring my x squared terms together. So 10x squared plus 6x squared is 16x squared. I've got a negative 20x and a positive 4x. This is going to be a negative 16x. And then I'm left with this final digit of negative 8. And I'm just going to bring that down. And this is my answer right here. All right. Double check myself. Looks good. Find 2m minus 5 minus 3m squared times 2 plus m squared minus 3m. Now we have 3 terms per polynomial here. We're just going to apply the same method, just an extra step. So I'm going to rewrite this. 2m minus 5 minus 3m squared. 2 plus m squared minus 3m. Okay, so I'm going to first multiply. Let's do it this way. Let's multiply the 2m first by everything on the inside. So I have 2m times 2 plus m squared minus 3m. And then I'm going to multiply. We have negative 5 times 2 plus m squared minus 3m. And then my final term that I apply will be this negative 3m squared times 2 plus m squared minus 3m. Okay, take your time and just while you distribute, make sure you check your signs. Positive 2 times positive 2 is positive 4m. That 2m times m squared. So we have 2m cubed. 2 times negative 3 is a negative 6. M times m is m squared. Now negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10. Negative 5 times m squared is negative 5m squared. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive, double check myself, negative times a negative is a positive 15m. And then finally I have negative 3 times positive 2, that's negative 6, and this is an m squared. I'm going to bring that down. Negative 3m squared times m squared is negative 3m to the 4th power. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9, and m squared times m to the 1st power is m cubed. We need to bring like terms together. So I'm going to look for my highest degree of exponent, which is right here. That is negative 3m to the 4th power. Let me rewrite that. Negative 3m to the 4th power, because there isn't another one like it. So I'm going to look for my next highest degree, which is m cubed. So I've got an m cubed here, and I have an m cubed here. So 2 plus 9 is 11m cubed. Now we need to bring our next highest degree of exponents together. That would be my negative 6. my negative 6m squared, my negative 5m squared, and my negative 6m squared. Negative 6 plus negative 5 is negative 11, plus negative 6 is negative 17m squared. And then my next terms I'm going to bring together are, I'm just going to put a triangle, 4m and 15m equals 19m. And then I've got one last digit here. I've got a negative 10 and I've got nothing to add that to, so I'm just going to bring that down. And here is my answer. Okay, one more problem. Let's talk about powers of polynomials. Okay, you guys know that when you have a power outside of the parentheses, it applies to everything inside. So you're going to rewrite this as a minus b, and a minus b. You can only multiply two polynomials at a time. So we're going to work with this set first. So we're going to multiply the first term by the first term. So a times ab, a minus b, plus negative b times a minus b, and distribute this. So this becomes a squared minus ab minus ba minus or plus b squared. I'm going to bring like terms together. Now these are like terms right here because of the commutative law, and it doesn't matter in which order you multiply these terms, so you can add these together. So this is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. I'm now going to add my third polynomial, a minus b, and work on distributing that. So if I distribute this, if I look, a times a squared is a cubed. A times negative 2ab would be negative 2. A times a is a squared, and then bring down the b. A times b squared is plus ab squared. Now I'm going to multiply the second term. Negative b times a squared is negative a squared b. Negative b times negative 2ab would be a positive 2ab squared. And then negative b times b squared is a negative b cubed. Let's bring like terms together. I don't have any other a cubed. Okay, do I have any other 2a squared times b? And I don't. And then ab squared, I don't have any other terms like that. A squared times b, I don't have any other terms that look like that. b squared. Okay, so all of these terms are going to stay the same, but I'm just double checking myself, and this is my final answer. Okay, my best tip for you is to check the signs before you multiply. Multiply carefully each term within the polynomial.